Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we will going to install Arch Linux on our Windows 11 PC in my case. So today I am going to use Hyper-V. So it is bit of work to set up live streaming, so I haven't live streaming done any live streaming before, so it is first time for me. So let's see. Okay, so as I have told about you, today's video will look into how to install Arch Linux on Microsoft Hyper-V. So every Windows PC, newer versions of Windows PC has Hyper-V. So in my case, Windows 11, you have Hyper-V. So first of all, you need to enable Hyper-V. So for that, we need to do following things. Open the search bar and search Windows feature. Turn on Windows features. As you can see, if you search features, then it will show up as a result. Turn Windows features on or off. So you can select on that, and then you need to find Hyper-V. So in my case, I have already enabled Hyper-V. So first of all, you need to go to Windows features and then turn on Hyper-V. This is important, and after turning on, you will prompt to restart your PC. Do that. After restarting, you can do following steps to download and install Arch Linux. So I am going to press OK. Then next one is we need to download Arch Linux ISO file. So we can do things differently. For example, you can download VDI file or virtual device image file, and you don't need to set up anything. So if you are using that way, you don't need to do this much work, but I am recommending ISO file. So if you need to install it in another PC or permanently in your PC, you can do the same steps to complete installation of Arch Linux. So to do that, first we need to download Arch Linux ISO file. For that, I am going to search ArchWiki. After searching ArchWiki, you will see this kind of result. As you can see, Okay, in here you can see there are different results. I am highly recommending read all of these, but in today's video we need only installation guide. So go to that and you will see this web page. So in here you have all the necessary instruction to install Arch Linux manually. So in today's video we will not going to use manual installation. It is bit complicated, but if you are doing this for hobby or project, I'm recommending reading all this and following all the steps given in here. So if you complete correctly these steps, you will be able to install Arch Linux. But today's I am not going to do that. I am going to use Arch install script. So before some time, I think last year or so, Arch install script is more updated, so it is given less bugs and it is very easy to use Arch install script. But the purpose of Arch Linux, other than other Linux distros, it is very easy to customize, and that's the point. So if you are using Arch install script, you don't have that much option to customize your Arch Linux script. So if you need to customize and try things out, I'm recommending installation guide and follow the all steps. But if you need to functioning Arch Linux script, Arch Linux for test or look and test your it is good or bad, let's do that. So first of all, we need to download Arch ISO file. So for that, you need to go to okay, sorry. So to download Arch Linux, you need to go to pre-installation, and then you will see there is a download option. So open that, then you will you can see this kind of screen. These steps are for the step for manual installation. Don't worry about that. Then you go down here. As you can see, there are different countries and mirrors. Mirrors are like servers in different servers. So choose that closest to you. So in my case, I'm going to select anything. It is easier to download and better speeds with closest mirrors, but sometimes it depends. So in my case, I'm going to Singapore. So after going to a mirror, you will see this kind of screen. Choose this one. Yeah, as you can see, it ends with ISO extension. You need to download this one. As you can see, the third option, click on that. Then you will ask to save it into your PC, but I'm not going to do that. I have already downloaded it. So after doing that, we need to set up our Hyper-V software. So I'm going to open my Windows Hyper-V. As you can see, I have already created some Arch virtual machine, but I'm going to delete it. Okay, and I'm going to delete other files also. This is a virtual machine, so you don't need to dual boot or anything, do anything. So okay, sorry about that. Inside Hyper-V Manager, you can see this kind of interface. There is a Hyper-V Managers. If you have virtual network devices or other devices, then it will show in here. But most of you, it will show one desktop, and in right hand side there is a action panel. So in here you can see quick create, new, import virtual machine, Hyper-V settings, virtual switch manager. There's some different options. So the first option is for quick create. So if you click on that, there is a pre-installed installation sources. So in most of them are Windows servers and Ubuntu. So I can change, it's going to be, so as you can see, the quick create is for easy use. So if you need to spin up Windows server or Windows development environment, you can do it in here easily. If you need to create Ubuntu virtual machine, you can do it in here. As you can see, there is a different versions, LTS versions, but today's we are not going to do that. So in here you can see the second option is new. So go to that, and then you will see there's a three different options. In here first option is virtual machine, so click on that. Okay, this is the start of our virtual machine. So first it prompt some informations, and click on next, and you will prompt to rename your virtual device. So I'm going to rename it Arch as Arch. So in here you can see store virtual machine in different location. So if you are going to save virtual machine files in different drive, as you in here I have different drives. For in my case, my C drives doesn't have that much storage. So in my case I'm going to create virtual machine in virtual machine inside project for drive inside Arch folder. So I am going to click on this, and then you will see, you can see it is giving us the option to change the directory. So in my case I'm going to select Arch folder, then as you can see it has changed. So click next. In here this is very important because there are two different generations. First generation is for basic operating systems, like older operating system. if you are using Windows 7 XP or older versions of Linux kernels, then you need to go with generation 1, because it doesn't need UEFI. If operating system doesn't support UEFI, then you need to go with generation 1. But modern operating system, all operating system, I think, supports UEFI BIOS. So I'm going to select generation 2. Of course, Arch Linux is supported for UEFI BIOS, so firmwares. So I'm going to click on generation 2, but I will show you after. There is some different settings we need to disable for to work this installation. I will show it in future. So in here you can select generation 2. It is dependent on your installation. If you are using older versions, I am talking about older than 2015, 2018, older than that. So if you are using that kind of operating system, use generation 1. If you are using newer versions like Windows 11 or Windows 10 newest versions, or in this case Arch Linux newest versions, click on generation 2 and click next. Okay, the next one is for RAM. As you all know, this is a virtual machine, so it needs some RAM to run, but it depends on your PC. So in my case, I will show you my memory allocation capacity. So in here you can see I have 12 GB RAM, but I'm currently using 7 GB of RAM for now. So this is my laptop. So I can't use 8 GB RAM or more RAM. So for work, this virtual machine, it is recommended for 4996 MB, but if you need, you can go lower, but I am recommending at least 4 gigabytes or more. If you have 16 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes, you can do more, but in my case I'm going to leave it at is. So also in here you can see dynamic memory allocation. It means if virtual machine needs more RAM, it will allocate more RAM from your host PC. If you turn off this one, it will only use 4 GB of RAM. But I'm going to keep it checked. So if memory needed, then it will get it from host machine. Okay, after that click next. The next one is network connection. So in our setup we need network connection because there are some files we need to download. So for that we need to have connection. So in here connections, I can select default switch. If you have Ethernet or any other network interface, it will show in here, but I am recommending select default switch. It will automatically select what are the best or currently using. So as you can see, I am using Wi-Fi, but if you need to change it into another one, you can do it. So click next. The next option is for virtual hard disk. As you already know, this is separate machine inside our main PC. This is not a dual boot version. So sorry about that. Okay, in here you can see the virtual hard disk. I have already told this is a virtual machine. This is not dual boot version, so all the file need to have some storage. So we can allocate some storage into our virtual machine. It depends on your use case. If you are trying to test out some features or something like that, you can give 20 GB or like that. If you are going to install softwares and do some work on this, it is I'm recommending at least 40 gigabytes or more, because if you are installing some tools and softwares, it need more storage. Also you can update storage after creating virtual machine, but I am recommending stick to first in here. So you can see maximum is 64 terabytes, but I don't think anybody will install that much storage. But in here I am going to do this as test machine, so I am going to give it some 25 or 30 GB. Also you can see there is a location. As you can see, I have selected Arch folder. Inside Arch folder it has created new folder called Arch, and inside that there is a virtual hard disk. So that is it. Also there is two different options in here. You can see use an existing virtual hard disk if you have already created some virtual hard disk, or VDA if you had some virtual machine before. If you need to import those into this virtual machine, you can do this in here, and also you can do this step after setup. So but I'm going to select first one, then click next. Give okay, sorry about that. Okay, next option is installation options. In here this is very important step. You can do this after doing after this setup, but I'm recommending do it in here. You can select bootable image file. This is the ISO file that you have downloaded. I have shown ISO file before. I have shown how to download it. Then you need to go to that location and select ISO file. So as you can see, I have already downloaded ISO file. It is a little bit older version, but it doesn't matter. I can update it inside virtual machine after creating virtual machine. So in here I am going to select my ISO file. If you download it into download folder, you are going to select it will show in here, but I have downloaded it into my folder called Arch Linux ISO file. So I'm going to select it and open it. Then it will update in here. Then you can press next. Then it will show all the settings that you have created so far. You can review that and click finish, and it will configure and create new virtual machine inside Hyper-V Manager. So in here you can see our virtual machine. Before booting into our operating system, we need to change some settings inside our virtual machine. So to do that, you can right click on virtual machine, or you can select it and go to settings in here. I'm going to right click and open settings. In here you can see I'm going to step by step all the settings that we have created it in here. So first of all, we need to go to hardware section and go to firmware. Then check on these things. It is very important to do this step inside Hyper-V Manager, because if you doesn't do that, your virtual machine will do not start, because as you can see, boot order, this is the boot order of the virtual machine. As you can see, first one is DVD drive. We have imported ISO file into DVD drive. Also second one is network adapter, and third one is hard drive. But there is a problem with that, because network adapter is in second option. After installing Arch Linux, our operating system is trying to boot with network adapter, because network boot is a thing in Linux. So if it is select in here as a second option, it will try to boot again and again as a loop. We cannot boot back into our hard drive. So it is very important to select network adapter and move down it from hard drive. You need to select hard drive as a second option. This is a very important system. If you did not do that, you will not be able to set up or open up Arch Linux or any Linux operating system after installation. So first do that and press apply. Then you can go to next option as a security. Okay, in here there is a option called secure boot, but this is for mainly Microsoft Windows, mostly Windows 11. But in Linux we don't need to turn on secure boot. It will complicated thing. So I'm going to disable secure boot as like that. This is very also important. If you enable secure boot, it will sometime doesn't boot via ISO file or other things. So first you need to go and disable it and press apply. Then also you can select and edit your RAM allocation. Anytime you need more RAM, you can come here and add more RAM. You can change it in here. Also there's an option called dynamic memory. I have shown it before. You can change settings in here also. Okay, next option is processor. I have dual core laptop, so I'm not going to do anything. If you have multi-core processor, if you have 10 or 12 cores, you can update in here half of your cores. Maximum I am recommending is half of the host machine core, but in my case there's only 2 cores. i3 version of I have i3 machine, so I have only 2 cores, so I am going to leave it as it is. So next one is SCSI controller. This is the our virtual hard disk that we have created before. You don't need to do that anything, but if you need to change storage, you can do it in here. Next one is our ISO image file. After installing Arch Linux, we need to come back in here, so I will show in that point what to do. As you can see, we can change our ISO image file. Then next one is default switch and network adapter. So these are the most important settings. Press OK, then go back to your virtual device manager Hyper-V. So right click, then you can press start. But if you press start, it will not show any window, but it will show in here. You can see usage and start, memory allocation and uptime. In here you can see Arch as a small window. If you need to open up in big window, you can right click and connect, then it will show in here. Okay, it has automatically selected first option. It is okay. If you have asked to select what, select first option. So in my case, I didn't get to choose. So in here you can see I have turned on full screen mode. In here you can maximize screen, then it will go to automatically full screen. There is no mouse option in this terminal, so only keyboard is working. So in here there's some differences between virtual machine and actual machine. First one is network adapter. So if you're using Ethernet cable, it doesn't matter, it will always work. But if you're using Wi-Fi, then you need to do some commands to connect to your Wi-Fi. So but in our case we don't need to do that, because we have created virtual machine by using default switch. So meaning of the default switch, basically it is act as Ethernet cable, so you don't need to worry about connecting Wi-Fi or doing any big commands. So if you need to know how to connect to Wi-Fi, let me know. I will teach you how to do that, but in this video I am not going to do that because we don't have network adapter or any other adapter. So I'll show you how to install Arch Linux now. So in here you can see we have terminal, we have working keyboard. So as I have already mentioned, today I'm going to use Arch install. So this will be a bit long video because it is going to be some time for installation to complete. So if I have created video, then I can speed up the things, but this is the live streaming, so I will show you full length of the video. So wait with me. So it is very easy to install with Arch script. So the only command you need to know is Arch install. You can type out Arch install. This is the command you need to you can remember that, or type it as in, then press enter. As you can see, it is very easy to use Arch install script, but it is not the recommended way. if you using newer version, or no, if you are first time user, then it is recommended to go with manual installation. But uh, if you don't have, if you don't if you're not a tech savvy person, you will overwhelm with the options. So if you need quick thing to work out, so you can do this. So in here you can see we have multiple options. We need to complete and select our preferred options. So first one is Arch install language. So default language, as you can see, selected as English. I'm going to keep it default. So next one is locales. This is the keyboard layout and language. So this, as you can see, this set to US and English US. It is okay with me. I'm not going to change it. If you need to change, then press enter, then you will see other options. So as I have pressed enter, then you can see there's an option to change keyboard. If you need to change keyboard, press enter, then you can find your preferred keyboard layout and add it in here. If you need to go back, press escape key. So but if you are in this kind of menu, you can't go back with escape key. You need to press on back button, go to back and press enter. Okay, these two options are okay, leave it as. So third option is mirrors and repositories. So I am going to change these because this is going to change how speed your downloads are. So you need to change it for your location. I'll show you what I mean. So after selecting locales, as you can see, there is an option to select region. Press on that, and then you will see there are different countries and cities. So select your closest city. So to search, I am going to search in here. So for that you can use wait a bit, I will show you. So okay, you can use backslash to enable search option in inside the terminal. So in here you can see, in here you can see backslash. I'm going to back, so press slash. In here you can see down there it has appeared. Then you can search the location. So I am in Sri Lanka, so I am going to select Colombo. So I'm sorry. Okay, in here I have confused with this is not the time zone, so sorry about that. So in here we need to select mirror, so I am going to select India. So I am closest to India, so I'm going to select India. Then also I can select another one. I can select two different locations. So I'm going to select India. Also I'm going to select Singapore. I know that Singapore has good servers. Okay. As I have said, Singapore has good servers, so speed is good. So I'm going to select that. If you need to select or unselect, you can press space bar. So it will select it in here. Then press enter to add those into your mirror list, region list. So there is another options. I don't bother to change these. If you need to custom servers or optional repositories, you can add them in here, but I'm not going to do that. So press next, back, and then as you can see, right hand side, all the settings and changes that you have done with the step, it will show in right hand side, so you can keep track on that, as you can see. So next option is the disk configuration. This is very important, but in our case we are going to create virtual device. We don't need to worry about that, but if you are going to do this in real PC or real device, you need to pay attention in here, because after pressing enter, you can select the partitioning. In here you can select the option that you are using. So there's three different options. First one is use best effort default partitioning layout. This is I am recommending if you are beginner, but if you need to do manual partitioning, if you need cache partition to be bit more big or home folder to be big, you can do it by manual partitioning. If you have pre-mounted configuration files, so you can do it in here, but in my case today I am going to use best effort default partitioning layout. This is going to automatically partition our drive and set up all things for us. But if you are using PC that already has some files or documents or anything valuable in your drive, if you are going to dual boot or single boot your PC with Linux or any Linux operating system, you need to keep backup of that documents. So remember that if something goes wrong, most of the time your data will lost. So first of all, you need to take a backup and keep it in safe place, so you can restore them back if something goes south. So in here I'm going to select use best effort default partition layout. Then it will show all the drives that you have connected in here. So in our case we have only one drive. In here you can see our 30 gigabyte drive, but as I have already told, if you are using real machine, real PC, then it will show if you have multiple storage drives, SSDs or hard drives, it will show all the drives that you have connected. So choose very carefully. If you chose a wrong one, then all the data will lost on that drive. So I am recommending only the boot drive to connect to your PC. So after installation you can connect back other drives, but okay. So in here I have only one drive, so I'm going to press enter. Then it asks us about what file system we need to format for our hard drives. So I'm recommending ext4. It is the newest version, I think. So select that, and it will automatically create a boot partition and root directory. So if you need home partition or any other partitions, you need to do manual partition. So as you can see in right side, boot partition has got to approximately to 1 gigabytes of storage, and other 29 gigabytes goes to our root partition. But if you don't like that, if you need to partition it into separate drives, if you need three drives, so you need to do manual partitioning. I have told that before. So go back. Then next option is disk encryption. I am not fan of disk encryption for virtual machines, but if you are going to use this as your primary machine, then it is okay. But most of the time, I don't think, if you don't travel much, it is not that much different. So I'm leaving it is as. So next one is swap. So this is by default enabled. I'm keep it as it is. So swap means if you have less memory. So for example, if you have 4 gigabytes of memory, and you run some program, you need more than 4 gigabytes memory, it will automatically move not that there is a different processes in our operating system. Some processes are important and some are that not that much important. So swap means we are going to create virtual memory, virtual RAM inside our hard drive. So all the unnecessary background things goes to there, and it will free up our memory. So it is okay to enable it. I'm going to keep it as. So next one is bootloader. In here you can keep it as default, but if you need to grab bootloader, then you can do that. This is mainly important for dual booting. So if you are dual booting, then you can select grab, but I didn't have tried any of these two. But if you are dual booting, most of the time choose grab, but in here system boot is okay. Then this option is not that much important, so I'm not going to talk about that for this video. So next one is host name. In here by default it called Arch Linux, so I am going to change that in SI solution SI. Okay, press enter. Then root password, press enter. Then you need to give it a root password. Remember this password. If you don't remember, then you cannot log into your system, or if you have user account, you cannot do any major things you cannot do install anything on Linux. So you need to remember this password. So I'm going to give some root password, then press enter, type it again. Okay, so next one option is use account. So you can add users in here. So first user, I am going to user 1, then give it some password, but in my case I'm going to give it my root password. So I it is easier to remember the password, so I don't need to remember two separate passwords. So I'm going to give it as same password as root password, then press enter. Then okay, in here it will ask you to user one make it as sudo user. So this is very important. So if you press no, then it will create a non sudo or non supervisor super user account. So I don't think someone needs that. So keep it as yes and press enter, because if you select no, it doesn't have user access. It doesn't have super user access, so you cannot install any software, you cannot do any changes. Most important changes you cannot do that. So you need to keep it as yes, then press enter. Okay, then you can see in here you have your user account, and if you need to add some users, another user, then you can press add user, then do the same and add more users. So in my case I'm going to confirm and exit, and then next option is profile. So this is very important step. After pressing on that, then in here you can see there's a 4 different options. First, I'm going to talk about first 3 options. I'm not going to talk about fourth option. First option is desktop. This is a automated one. I have mean that it has desktop environment. If you have selected minimal in here, it will not install GUI or graphical user interface. So if you need graphical user interface, then you need to select desktop. Or also you can install graphical user interface after installing Linux. Also you can use Linux without graphical user interface. So if you are trying to do some command line testing, then you can use minimal version. But most of the users, they need some kind of GUI to work with, so you can use mouse and keyboard to navigate and do your works. But if you are using for only to test command line and command that kind of things, you can go with minimal option. If you are doing some kind of testing with server side, then you need to test something, then you can go with server. But in my case I'm going to go with desktop. So I have finally GUI to work with. So in here I'm going to select it, then you can select desktop environment. So in here there is a different options, but I am going to go with KDE Plasma because it is my favorite one and it has most customizability. Also you can go with XFCE 4. Also I don't think i3 is now good choice. I don't like actually Hatry. Also another good one is GNOME. Others are also good, but um, most of the time I am going with KDE Plasma. You can install multiple desktop environment, but I don't recommend that, because if you done, then it will break something for sure. It will break something. So in long run it will break something for sure. So you don't install multiple desktop environment. If you need to try out, then you can do it, but I don't recommend it. So if you need to multiple desktop environment, then you can go to a preferred one and press space, then it will select and select another one. You can do that like this, but I'm going to install KDE Plasma and select that by pressing space, and you can press enter. Then the next option is inside profile, the graphic drivers. So in this case we don't need to worry about that much, because it is virtual machine. But if you are installing in this in your actual machine or actual PC, you need to select profile drivers to your PC. So inside that you can see there is a different options. First one is AMD. So AMD drive, if you have AMD graphic card, then you can select first option as a AMD. Then if you don't know, or if you have created graphic or something that like that, or in this case we have installed it in VM virtual machine, so we are going to select all open source. But if you have onboard graphic and use Intel processor, then you can go with Intel drivers. If you have NVIDIA graphic card, please select correct one, because NVIDIA graphic cards are a bit difficult to work with in Linux. So if you have NVIDIA graphic card, it is a new model, then go with open kernel module for newer GPUs. Also you can go with NVIDIA open source drivers, or if you also you can go with NVIDIA proprietary version. So it is important to choose what you have in here, because if you don't choose that, some bugs will okay, so maybe your display will flicker also, or it doesn't show any display output, those kind of errors. So please select what you need. Also there is option for VM for virtual VMware or VirtualBox, but we are going to use Hyper-V, so I am going to go with all open source and press enter. So in here greater, actually I am going to keep it as default. So if you need to change this, I am recommending GDM, but I don't mind. So SDDM, and after that go back. Then next one is audio. So in here I am going to select Pipewire. Pulse audios are good, but most of the time I'm going with Pipewire. So next one is kernels. In here you can select which Linux kernel you need. If you need stable version, then you can go with Linux LTS version, long time support version. But if you are going to experiment, or you don't care about which version of the Linux, then you can go with Linux default version, so I'm going to go with Linux default version. Then next option is configuration, network configuration. So in here you can go with first option or third option. I'm going to go with network manager, but also you can go with network configuration by ISO file. So in this case I'm going to do with third option. So in here additional packages, you can select what you need inside your virtual machine as a software or tool. Because the Arch Linux is minimal version, so you don't have any web browser. So if you need to surf web or any other things, you can install them in here. You don't have they don't give default web browser, so you need to download it manually. So in here you can do that by searching, press / and you can search Firefox. As you can see, second option Firefox, you can select by pressing enter. But I'm not going to install Firefox, but I need Git, so I am going to install Git. So I have select Git. Also, what do I need? Fast. Okay, I am going to install also FastFetch. If you don't, if you need something else, you can install it in here. As you can see in right side, I have selected FastFetch Git. So next one is time zone, and this is for your clocking. So go to time zone and press / and search your country or location. So in my case I am from Sri Lanka, so I can search Colombo. In here you can see my time zone is Asia, Colombo. So if you are in India or any other country, you can select what that applicable to you. So in my case this. So automatic time sync is enabled, it is okay. Then finally we can save configuration. Save all, press enter, then press enter. It is asking where to save this configuration. I'm going to save it to root folder. So press enter. Then next one is finally we can install Arch Linux. All the things that we have done before is for pre-configuration. So after pressing enter, you will ask to would you like to continue. Then you can press enter and it will install Arch Linux automatically into our virtual machine. So this will be bit long, so it may take some time, so maybe 20 minutes or so. So if I watching this after live streaming, I'll leave some timestamps so you can skip it into post installation. So if you are watching live, then let's wait. If I have recorded and edited this video, then I can cut out and go to final button. In this case I cannot do that inside live, so okay, let's wait to finish. Okay, now as you can see in here, all the packages that we have selected before downloading, or extra packages that we have selected, has downloaded. That now it is downloading desktop environment, in our case KDE Plasma. So if you select a different one, it will differ little bit, but most of the time it will be around 1 gigabytes to 500 gigabytes megabytes. So in this case I have 691 megabytes of size of file to download. So it will be it will get some time. You can look into bottom of the downloading things. In here you can see total there are 391 different files that we need to download to complete the total download size of the Linux environment. So as you can see, it has already downloaded 13. This is different. The speed will change based on your internet connection, and if you have given less RAM, if I say 1 gigabyte or less, then it will also affect to this step. But mostly it is that network speed that matters in here. So as you can see, I have around 4 to 5 megabytes speed, but it is vary. So let's see how much time that we need to complete this. Okay. um, Installation has completed, so this is very important step. So in here you will be asked to would you like to char out into the newly created installation and perform pros installation configuration. So this is uh, I am recommending press no, because this is important for uh, experts and professionals, and if you know what are you doing, then you can go with yes and do post configuration. But first time users and basic users, i'm uh, I'm going to tell no. So press no. Okay, in here you can see now it has go back to first time that we have opened our virtual machine. There is a root option. So after this, how we are going to log into our newly created virtual machine. So first of all, we need to remove our installation media, in our case our ISO file. So to do that, um, minimize or minimize the window, and then you can go to your virtual machine settings. Right click and go to settings. Then inside I have before I have told you that we are going to come back in here. Inside hardware you can see DVD drive. Then in here you can see there is our ISO image file. So you are going to uh, press no, none, then press OK. After that you will see this kind of screen. Okay, after that you will see this kind of screen. Don't worry about that. Then go in here, you can see turn off option. um, so you can turn off the virtual machine, then close. Then you can go back and check whether the ISO file is um, selected or not. Then make sure it is selected as none. Then press right click and press connect. Then you can start your virtual machine. Okay. Okay, after doing those steps, uh, remember that those steps are very important, because if you didn't remove your installation media, then it will all continuously boot into the installation media, and it will not be you will not be able to log into your installed Arch Linux or any other operating system. So make sure that you have removed or select none in boot option. So in here, as you can see, we have three different options after opening up our virtual machine. First option is Arch Linux that we are going to use, and second one is fallback option. If you have some system crash or any other errors, then you can go back to older version. This is like a time machine, macOS time machine like feature, not the same but same kind of feature, but little bit different. So you can use that. And third option is reboot into firmware, so like BIOS. So in here we are going to use first option, Arch Linux, then press enter, and then it will boot up to our Arch Linux installation. So it will take some time. This is the first boot. So if you have given some more RAM and more cores on your PC, then it will boot up little bit speed quickly. So if you give some low memory and low cores count, then it will take little bit time, but after doing first boot it will be little bit faster. But it depends on your hardware and what have you allocated into your virtual machine. So let's wait for a bit. Okay, we have successfully logged into our desktop environment. So this is a VLAN session. KDE Plasma defaultly come with VLAN. So as you can see, Plasma VLAN session. In here you can see we have created user account called user1. If you have multiple user account, then you can go and select them with these arrows. Then you can open up your desktop by giving password. So I'm going to put my password, then press enter. So first time this will take little bit time to show up your screen, so don't worry about that. It will take some time. Okay, it's loading our GUI. Okay, so now we have greeted with welcome screen, so you can click next. So they are giving us a small tutorial. You can follow up this. So you can see our desktop environment is slowly loading up. This is because we have given less memory. So I have given 4 gigabytes of memory, so this will be a bit slow. Also it is mostly that I have given 2 cores. So because then in my case I have i3 11 gen processor, so I have only 2 cores. So I need to share those cores with my host machine. So my host machine is using most of the performance. So in here I can see show you that my PC is using 31% of and now it's let it a bit low, but if I do something in here you can see it is going up. So mostly it is due to the my system allocation of the memory and CPU. So if you allocate more, then you will get more smoother performance. So as you can see, we have beautiful background and beautiful dock. So in here you will get some tutorial software. You can manage software with software manager. Also you can do that all the things in terminal. So press next. So if you like to share data with anonymous KD group, then you can select this, but I'm not going to do that, and press next and click finish. Okay, now in here you can see different options. So as you can see, Apple mouse cursor option, bigger option. So but our desktop resolution doesn't automatically recognize, so I'm going to change that. So if you have also this kind of black background, then you can right click on desktop and then select display configuration, and then you can select and select your screen resolution in here. In my case I am going to select 1080p 1920 by 1080, then press apply and it will show up in full screen of my PC. So I didn't keep it, so let's see. Okay, it has saved. So now we have done it, so you can explore and test out different kind of thing. You can test out Wayland, you can test out other things, Linux things. So I hope you have learned something. So inside in here you don't have the console, so you need to search console. This is the different console. So I'm going to pin it in here so I can use it easily. You can unpin task manager, the file manager is Dolphin. So you can change themes. So there are different themes. I'm going to make another video for themes. So in here you can see there's a different themes. You can test out those. If you need more, then you can search Google and Google some different themes for Arch Linux. So then you will see a lot of themes, and inside Dolphin you can see it is so inside you can see all our things in here. Our devices, that our hard drive. So as you remember, if you remember that I have installed FastFetch, so let's check out that it has already installed. Then yes, it has installed. So host machine is virtual machine Hyper-V UEFI release version 4.1. Uptime then uptime is 9 minutes and other details. So okay, I my favorite thing is that this desktop environment is actually beautiful. So I like this desktop environment. If you are coming from Windows operating system, then it is little bit familiar to you this is desktop environment. But if you are coming with Mac OS, then you maybe want to try out GNOME. GNOME is little bit similar to Mac OS, but it's only um, environment only, so not that much similar, but little bit. So if you are using used Windows operating system, then it is very easy to use this one. So I will make some other videos to customize some of the features and how to add some features um, in future videos. So I will mostly do it as a live streaming. So let's see how much time that we have done this live streaming. I don't see it in here. This is my first live streaming, so if I have done something wrong, then please forgive me. Some of the features that I have used, I'm little bit funky on that. So we have doing live streaming over 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I'm going to end this video live streaming in here. I think you have learned how to do this in your virtual machine and how, without any cuts or edits. So I think it is important to you. I will add some key timestamps for middle part, that the installation part, so you don't need to watch a whole thing if you are watching after the live streaming. So I will add those in comment section, also in description. So if you are watching this video after live streaming, please feel free to like and subscribe. I will do more live streaming in future, but with my degree I don't know how often I can live stream, but I think I can do that. So to turn off your virtual machine, you can go in here and choose shutdown option, or you can go to in virtual machine settings, and you can also shut down in here, but I'm recommending in here. You can do that. Go shut down your virtual machine, then press now. Okay, it has shut down our PC. So as I have said, I don't know how often that I can live stream, but I'm trying to live stream at least once a week, maybe a little bit more. the following days I have little bit free time, but um, I don't know what what in future. So I'll be maybe do some live streaming that while I'm studying. And also I have a project that I need to create for my university, Android mobile application. So as you can see, it is in here for the folder. So I think that project maybe I will live stream how to do that, but I'm not going to talk because I'm going to, if I talk then I will not do the project. But maybe I will show do live streaming about that. About that means I'm going to live stream how I do that project, so you can watch and connect with me. I don't know, let's see in future. um oh, the main thing, the main purpose of this live streaming, not to engage, grow my audience. The main purpose is to improve my English skill and vocabulary. That, as you can see, I my native language is not English, so sometimes uh, I'm going to um, my native language is not English, so my English is sometimes bad. So to improve that, the reason is the live streaming. So I'm going to improve my English skills. So with live streaming I don't need to create any script or anything. I can talk freely. If I do some video, then most time I am going to create. Sorry about that. I'm at home. So as I said, this is for my personal growth. So if I have done something wrong, please let me know in comment so I can improve that. Okay, I think I will end the live streaming now. It is almost 2 hours. I have really enjoyed this. So see you in the next video or live streaming. Thank you.